Hi there guys, welcome to day 52 of the lockdown, and already, it's just before 7 o'clock in the morning and it's absolutely gorgeous out here. It is a bit fresh and I've got a couple of hours PT today, so I'll probably put a hoodie on in a bit and I'll be sitting out in the garden doing that in a little bit. But welcome and thanks for staying with us throughout all this time so far. Okay, had a really good kettlebell class yesterday at 6 p.m, had 18 of you on there. And I've had a couple of people post saying they missed it and they wanted to do it today. So just so you know, the kettlebell classes are all filmed on YouTube Live. And once that's done, they automatically get saved into the YouTube channel. So the one from last night is already on the YouTube channel today. I've just got to drop that into the appropriate playlist, but they're all really well organized in there now. So all the sessions are on there for you to do. And that's obviously, like I say, that's an ever increasing kind of library of exercises and exercise classes that you can do. Okay. Watch the, I'm up to date now with The Last Dance. I talked to you a few weeks ago about this Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls documentary on Netflix. And I'd really recommend, if you have access to Netflix, watch it, okay? It's 8 episodes in so far. There's 10 episodes. They release 2 episodes every Monday. But the good thing is, if you've not watched it up to now, you can binge all the 8 episodes that have been on already. But it's so good. I'd really recommend you watch it on so many levels, okay? But from a kind of commitment, dedication, single-minded focus to being the best, and team and management and achieving things and media, and it works on so many levels. It really is worth a watch. If you have access to Netflix, watch The Last Dance. I can't recommend it highly enough. Okay, so just a quick reminder, Claire's blog is still on there for the rest of this week. There'll be a new one going on Sunday. So that is the 7 essential key disciplines for high performance and success. So if you haven't read that yet, that was put on there Sunday. Try and have a read of that this week, today, if you have time. We've got session 4 of the resilience training today as well. So what you need to make sure is that you have your one of these. If you're like me, if you're going to kind of nod off a little bit, you need one of those cushions. And then also make sure that you've got your journal with you as well, okay, for the session today. That's 12:30 with Claire. And then obviously, if any of you can't make that session live, please let me know as soon as possible if you need access to the recording afterwards, and then I can make sure that you get that, okay? Now, obviously, working through that program, through the resilience program, you should have crystal clear clarity now on your purpose and your why and your goals, covering the kind of 3 main kind of topics of mind, diet and exercise. And hopefully you've been working towards those. You've been reading them and then visualizing the kind of video that we made last week. This week you would have been viewing that mental video of achieving those goals, and I'm really looking forward to the session today and catching up with Claire and seeing how her webinar that she did yesterday went, which hopefully we'll have a recording of, so you might have access to that as well, the one she did for the University of Essex Enterprise Zone yesterday. So today, really what I want to talk to you about is just kind of, it relates back to the Grease the Groove stuff that I talked a few weeks ago about, where strength is a skill and a skill needs to be practiced. So if you're working on something, you need to do it regularly throughout the day if possible. Something as simple as a press up. If you're working on trying to improve your press ups, if throughout the day you can do 1 or 2 press ups every hour, just get down and do them, absolutely perfect technique, your press ups are going to improve. Because if you're doing 2 press ups an hour over the course of a day, you're going to be doing maybe 16, 18, 20 press ups, yeah? And they'll all be perfect as well. So you'll be firing up this neuromuscular connection, and you'll also be teaching your body how to do press ups well and to feel strong. The reason I mention this is little shout to Sue Bell. She's been skipping recently, okay, with us when we've been doing our one-to-one sessions. And she's done really well with increasing her skipping. Just within the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks, I think she went from being able to skip maybe just sort of like 14 times, 14 skips in a row. Then we went to maybe 20, then up to 40, And then I think last week we got to 70, and then this week she did like 99 skips, you know, and then we were so close. I was like, right, we've got to get 100, and she did 105, you know. So you just have to practice something and you'll get better at it, okay? And that is obviously, this is common sense. You've known this since you're a child, but this sort of time that we have now, this gift of this time, gives us the opportunity, yeah, to practice something new and to learn something new and to develop a new skill or to improve our strength or our coordination or our agility or our endurance. Whatever you want to improve, you can improve, okay, in this time. Now, she's done absolutely brilliantly with the skipping there, and that's just, and strength is a skill, physical exercise is a skill, okay. And I just want you to kind of bear that in mind. Have maybe a little think about if that relates to any of the goals that you may have set yourself, or if you haven't set yourself goals, is there something that you know that you want to improve upon that you can? Because like I say, I know some more people are going to start to go back to work over the next few weeks, but this kind of official kind of lockdown is going to be released fairly slowly. And like I say, certainly from a gym point of view, from a fitness point of view, there's not really going to be any organised indoor training probably till July, yeah? So they're saying 4th of July at the earliest. So we've got another 6 weeks, and you can achieve a hell of a lot in 6 weeks. So I just wanted to kind of mention that and remind you of that again today, so you can maybe have a little think about, you know, if there's something you want to improve upon or learn or develop yourself. Fred Hoisted did it recently with the kettlebell presses. You know, I've got Graham Harris in London who's doing his Grease the Groove as well, and Edith does the Grease the Groove with her overhead pressing and her swings. So bear it in mind. If you want any advice, if you have any questions, please let me know. And just have a fantastic day. Enjoy the sun. Get out, do some lists, have a nice walk, you know. And until tomorrow, when I will catch up with you soon, stay safe, stay strong, and bye-bye. Take care.